Tom is wearing exclusively a bathing suit and a beanie.
Honestly, I missed that. That's crazy. On the paddleboard?
On the paddleboard.
On the paddleboard is crazy.
On the paddleboard, he is wearing exclusively trunks, no top, no shoes, beanie. Big black beanie on top of his head. Knit.
I am the devil, and don't you forget it.
You're a whore with a mustache.
I take sketch comics very seriously.
The whore is there.
I'm not sure what I've done to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio. The only thing I have holding me back is that I have self-respect and dignity.
Pumpcast.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the Pumpcast. I'm Maddie Drosbeck.
And I'm Meg Ruocco. And Maddie, is Jax chopped an unk?
Dude, I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked, because if we had the language.
Yeah.
When we needed to have the language.
God.
Jax, first of all, he wouldn't have even made it to season 2.
No.
He would have been cut from that cast.
Yep.
Because Twitter would have been going wild with the word unk specifically.
Yep.
That man is a fucking elder on the cast. Get him out of here.
He is so old when they start the show.
No. So old.
He is 33 when they start the show.
So old, by the way.
Did you send me this TikTok or did I send you this TikTok?
I think you sent me this TikTok.
We're constantly in like a
Totally,
hive mind of sharing.
for sure. No, our entire TikTok and Instagram DMs are just like various Vanderpump related reels. I saw one of James Kennedy earlier today at the DJ booth.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like, I told Lisa I wanted to name it Cunt.
And it's really funny because like we do talk about other stuff outside of this podcast.
Totally, but my feed is all Vanderpump.
It's all Vanderpump all the time. And what I'm sending you specifically online is exclusively Vanderpump. And someone on TikTok was talking about how if Chopped and Unk was around when Jax was on VPR,
Oh my God.
they would have blown him to smithereens.
No, completely. He
Yeah.
would be getting eaten up on Twitter.com.
Because he's so he is such a pathetic character.
He is.
And like the minute 14-year-olds got access to a phone, they would have just been like, he's done. It's
Well,
over.
What I think is crazy is I've been getting so many like cast ranking TikToks pushed to my feed recently.
Me as well.
How come fucking nobody has Jax at their dead bottom? What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you guys?
Maybe they're keeping the mentality that I had where it's like, well, Jax is the villain.
Jax is
He's not like a boring one.
Right. And then so that but then they have James Kennedy in the negatives. And
Well,
I'm like,
that's crazy.
Well, this is absurd.
If you're going to support one villain, you have
You
to support them all.
Right. And they're like, everyone loves to put Sandoval at the dead bottom.
For sure.
Which that's like the trendy answer. Is it the truth though?
Here's my thing again, and I'm watching now the show in a different light, obviously, because I know what happens in later seasons. I maintain that when I first watched the show, I was buying into what Sandoval was selling.
Totally.
Completely.
For many of the seasons.
Yes. Did I think that he was like a good guy by any means?
No.
Obviously
None of them
not.
are.
Yeah, but I was like, okay, it seems like he's the least shitty option of all the terrible options.
Sure.
You're telling me my other options are Jax and Schwartz?
Right. Okay, but also like I saw one where they had Schwartz in their dead bottom, and I'm like, guys,
Well, let's be real for a second. Can we actually get serious for a second?
can we be serious?
If we're going to do this, can we actually do it right and take it seriously?
I'm like, okay, they all suck. We all know they all suck. Okay, we're all on the same page, right?
Yeah.
Jax could be in solitary confinement.
Yeah.
That's how horrible he is.
Yes.
There's no way that anyone else compares to him.
No shot.
In no universe.
And again, the only way that they possibly could is if someone is like truly and really like boring, like brings nothing to the table. And I feel like they, in the early seasons, don't have that really with any characters except for kind of Katie a little bit in season 1.
But as the show goes along, I think there is a clear boring character.
Wait.
1, 2, 3. Raquel. Like to me, she would be on the bottom of my like full cast ranking.
Yeah.
If we're going off of like entertainment value, she's always at the bottom.
She was only interesting to watch from my perspective because I genuinely felt like I had watched like a goldfish that made a wish to become a human. and it felt like she was like seeing the world for the first time.
For sure.
But we can't get too ahead of ourselves because right now we're only on season 2, episode 3.
And the people in our comments love to give Jax the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
So sometimes we just got to rein it in, people.
They're Jax truthers. I have to let you guys be on your own journey for that.
The Jax truthers are here and we hope that they'll change, but
trust that he is chopped and unk.
I just trust that he is chopped and unk.
Yeah.
And if I see any of you guys making cast rankings, Jax better be towards the bottom half of that list.
For sure.
The fact that there's people online that think Jax is one of the highest ranked people in Vanderpump is Crazy Town USA.
I have a lot to say about Jax in this episode specifically, from probably like the shortest scene in this episode.
Right. Also, can I just say another point that I'd like to make about Jax?
Please.
He adds a lot in the earlier seasons, but by the time Jax leaves the show, you don't miss him.
Yeah, correct.
He doesn't add so much that the show falls apart without him.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Which is honestly kind of insane to think about based on where we're at now, because he and Stassi are so integral to the plot. Like they are the main
in the
plot.
Early seasons, without them, the show couldn't exist.
Yes.
But they both leave after season 7.
Right.
Or season 8, I forget.
Yeah,
And
I can't remember which season.
the show continues just fine with the drama without them. Granted that season 9 was like the worst season of Vanderpump.
I also just want to make a quick comment. I've seen people in our comments be like, you guys spoil too much of the show. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's been out for a really long time.
Yeah, sorry, guys. This show, we were late to watching this show.
We were late.
That's what this is. Straight up, like I already knew a lot about Vanderpump. I already knew all of Scandival when I watched Vanderpump.
Yeah.
This is like very well known, well documented. This is a massive reality TV show.
Minimal.
Like if it's getting spoiled, then guess what? You were late to the parade, my friend.
And so are we. And so we sympathize and we empathize with you. This is like when I made a video like a couple months ago and I referenced Sex and the City and said something was like Carrie when she was dating Aiden before she messed it all up. And someone commented on my video, way to spoil their relationship for me. And I went, sorry, that show has been out since the 90s.
Yeah.
At some point, the statute of limitations has to come up.
Totally.
We know what's going on.
Also, binge faster.
But come on, binge faster.
is this?
You don't have to watch with us.
This amateur hour? Fucking get to watching. What are we doing? Catch up. Meg and I are rewatching right now, having already seen it.
Yeah.
So if you really want to be in the vibes, you need to watch all of Vanderpump and then come back and rewatch with us.
Take notes with us. We're doing that every episode we watch.
Start taking notes when you watch Vanderpump.
Come on.
Call into that voicemail box.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Come on. Give the number a call.
Oh my God.
Interesting episode today.
Yeah, it's kind of a flop.
It's
if I had to like rank, if I had to pick out the flop episodes of this season, this to me is a flop episode of season 2.
Yeah, I will say they are really kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel with plot points in this episode.
For sure.
And frankly, I think Tom and Kristen came out on top for me this episode in terms of entertainment value.
They really did.
I am loving what Tom and Kristen are giving us in this episode because it is nonsense to the max.
Yeah, no, this episode made me want to be a third party in their relationship just so that I can bear witness to all of it.
It made me want to try polyamory for the first time.
Like these are the conversations they're having on camera. This is them probably on their best behavior.
Yes.
Imagine the conversations that are happening behind closed doors. You can't even.
Insane.
You can't write this shit, people.
Insane. All right. So Boof. We're at Sir.
We are at Sir, and Lisa is arranging some florals for the restaurant, and Jax has showed up to get his paycheck.
He is wearing a crazy hat. I know that it's a backwards baseball cap.
I know. It's like
but it's fitted.
It's fitted.
So there's no like there's no opening in the back, and it just says on the back, Sir Sexy Unique Restaurant. So there is a screenshot I tried to take, but unfortunately it showed up only as black because they won't let you screenshot things anymore, and I couldn't find it on the internet, where it looks like he's wearing a really almost like large yarmulke on his head that just says Sexy Unique Restaurant.
Great. Yeah, I also noticed that hat looks crazy.
It looks insane on him.
Sir merch went wild back then. I wonder if we could buy those.
God, I would want a Sir hat
If
so
we
bad.
went on eBay or Depop and found someone that had those vintage Sex Unique Restaurant hats.
Oh my God. And then we wear them and then we go to
vintage Sex Unique Restaurant yarmulkes worn by Jax Taylor.
the bat mitzvah theme is Sex Unique Restaurant. So Jax shows up to get his check, and while he's picking up his check from Lisa, he mentions that the gang is headed to Lake Arrowhead.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah. And Lisa's like, I hate it when you're all out of town at the same time. And Jax actually says, he's like, yeah, what are you going to do while your A squad is gone? Which I thought was absolutely rich coming from him, because he doesn't know how to make a fucking cocktail if the book was right in front of him, and often it is.
If there's an A squad, you're not on it, my friend. She lost the A squad and member of B squad Jax Taylor. Like, I don't know what we're talking.
And Jax is like, well, listen, I have to go because I have to see Dana. And Lisa's
Danya.
Like, Danya. There's a lot. We will be referring to Dana as Danya from now on.
Right.
There's a lot of Danya in this episode.
So much Danya.
And
maybe
Jax,
even too much Danya.
One could argue. And Jax is like, I have to see Danya. And Lisa's like, who is Danya? And Jax is like, it's Stassi's mom.
Stassi's mom, I got to apologize to her. I've got to like sort of make right. This is like just all part of his redemption journey that he's on right now. But he does make note to say to Lisa that he's really dreading having to see Tom perform with his band / just be around Tom and Kristen in general.
Because something that I find really entertaining is like how ticked off Jax is by Tom and Kristen's relationship, as if he's in some sort of good relationship.
Right.
And he's like, oh, Tom and Kristen are fighting all the time. And it's like, Jax,
please, brother.
you have to get it together.
Also, it's just like sending me knowing what's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like, that almost makes it more fascinating to me that Jax would have any critique about Kristen and Tom's relationship and not wanting to hear anything of it. Like, there just appears to be like a message beneath the message.
Yes. Which is very intriguing.
Yes.
As we will continue to watch in season 2. And we're not spoiling it, okay?
I'm spoiling it. I'm fully spoiling it. I don't give a fuck.
We definitely have spoiled it in past
We've
episodes.
100% spoiled it, and I don't feel bad about it at all. Like, I literally don't give a single fuck. I'm here to talk about the show, and part of what it makes a rewatch fun. Okay, now I'm talking to you guys specifically. Part of what makes a rewatch fun is being able to notice things before they happen.
Yes, that is true. That is absolutely true.
That's like part of what makes it interesting and fun. And like when I was watching Vanderpump for the first time, having known what happened in Scandival, part of what was fun about watching Vanderpump was trying to pick up on when Scandival may have started before it came out and all of that and whatever.
Completely.
Same is true here on the earlier seasons.
Yeah, completely, girl. And so Jax establishes that he's going to make good with Danya, and Lisa's like, so Stassi and Jax are fighting and Tom and Kristen are fighting. I hope it's a one-way trip. Okay, Lisa. Good luck with your show if those guys never come back. Okay, so boof. We're at Katie's apartment. Quick note here. I was like genuinely had a jump scare being reminded how blonde Katie is.
I know. Did you tell me this or did someone comment this? I don't know where I received this piece of information about the color of her hair and why it is the color of her hair.
Yes.
Which is that she was trying to go from brunette to really light blonde, and when you do that sometimes you have to go in stages so that your hair doesn't just completely fall out of your head. But production, when they started, her hair was the way it is, and production wouldn't let her change it because they wanted it to remain consistent among the talking head interviews and the footage of the show.
Yes.
So they forced her to stay in this like horrific orange color,
which is just doing Katie so dirty.
Yeah, it is.
That beautiful woman does not deserve
I
that
know.
treatment. Okay, so Stassi rolls up to join Katie, Schwartz, and Jax. I forgot that Jax and Stassi share a dog. She brings the dog, and I'm like, oh, right, they have a dog. And they're talking about, Stassi's talking about how usually she goes to like Arrowhead about once a month to like get away from everything. And she's like, and now all the stuff that I'm trying to get away from is coming with me. And it's like, whose fault is that?
Right. Also, like, what came first? You inviting them to Arrowhead or Tom miraculously getting a gig in Lake Arrowhead with his band, Pierce the Arrow?
Pierce the Arrow!
Pierce the Arrow! Which, by the way, kind of seems like a ripoff of another pretty famous band.
Name it?
Pierce the Veil.
Literally never heard of that band in my entire life. Sure, it's awesome.
Meg, that is actually fucking crazy.
What songs have they sung?
It's not my kind of music, but I know of Pierce the Veil.
Well,
we're talking like Warped Tour music.
Well, this is not my speed, unfortunately.
Not me either, but I still know.
It sounds vaguely familiar.
I carved out a spot for them.
I don't know. I'm listening to Joe on repeat.
You're listening to Pierce the Arrow on repeat.
I'm listening to Pierce the Arrow.
Yeah, the other famous Pierce the.
I'm a Pierce the Arrow head.
Whoa! Holy shit! That's crazy. Do you think that's why they got the gig?
Probably.
Holy fuck! They're opening for
Martha
Davis and the Motels.
Yes.
Okay.
What the hell? Sure. Sandoval is really excited about this big gig, but he's also a little nervous because he and Kristen have been fighting a lot recently.
Yes.
And they make a quick example of that as they all get in the car and start driving to Lake Arrowhead, and Kristen and Tom immediately start fighting.
Which, this is crazy. I like actually can't fathom a world. Like, Katie's driving, Stassi's in the passenger seat, and then you've got Jax in one window, Tom sitting in the middle seat, and then Kristen all in the back. I can't imagine being in that situation with friends of mine and being like, and now's the perfect place, the perfect time to fight with my boyfriend.
And Tom is the one who starts it.
Right.
He literally says, as almost as like a topic of conversation, like this isn't going to turn into another argument. He goes, me and Kristen got into a horrific argument the other day.
The whole thing is so funny, dude, because while this is happening, Kristen has like wired headphones in and she's like sulking, looking out the window like a moody teenager the whole time this is happening.
Yes. I wrote down, come on, Addison Rae. Get your headphones on.
Guess I gotta accept the pain. Need a cigarette to make me feel better. That's literally what she's
Kristen
doing. She's like, fuck, this is so hard. My boyfriend like literally hates me. What am I gonna do?
And the crux of this is what it has been, which is that Kristen is still fucking pissed at Tom for cheating on her.
For sure.
So anything that Tom says or does, she immediately snaps at him.
Yeah.
Because she's actually just mad at him about the fact that he cheated.
For sure.
And so Tom's like, she's mad at me lately because I've been spending a lot of time with the band. And Stassi chimes in and she's like, really? Like, you actually think that this is what it's about? Like, it's ridiculous. She's heartbroken. She's sad about it every day. And when you're fighting about that, like, that's what you're really fighting about. It's not about like the other stupid stuff. You're fighting about the fact that you cheated on her.
Right. And he's like, I'm sorry, but for someone to threaten to break up with somebody because they were late coming home from Braden's and didn't pick up face wipes is fucking ridiculous. And I literally was like, first of all, of course this guy's name is fucking Braden.
He wouldn't not have a friend named Braden.
Of course. He's got a bandmate named Braden.
Obviously.
Duh, I hope he's the lead singer.
He better fucking be. And Katie is like at the wheel dissociating basically, and it cuts to a talking head of her being like, I have hit my limits with Tom and Kristen. Like, I don't know how Kristen feels. I don't know if she's at her limit, but this type of fighting like cannot be happening all weekend.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, it does.
So boof. Oh, we've made it to Lake Arrowhead. Wow, yeah, we're out by the lake. Everyone's laying by the water, getting into their bathing suits. And the topic of Jax's tattoo pretty much comes up immediately where they're like, Jax, why are you not taking your shirt off? Like, Jax not flexing his muscles at the lake. What are you doing? Take it off. We want to see the tattoo. Like, why are you still being so cryptic about this weird tattoo of yours?
Mm-hmm.
And he pretty much gives in immediately. He's like, all right. He starts taking off this top, and he's trying to like pivot his arm inwards so you can't really see the inner half. He's only trying to show the cover up he got done. He's like, oh, there's gonna be a koi fish here. And then they're like, hold on a second, what's that on the other side of your arm? Let us see. Pulls his arm up. Boom. There it is. The Stassi tattoo.
And Stassi is less appalled than I would hope she would be.
No, she's like stunned to silence, but in like a joyful way.
Glee,
like it's almost
I would dare say,
like when somebody gets proposed to and they like are just like they like are not saying words, but they just look so happy. That's like what she was giving.
Yes,
like this was major to her.
I've actually never seen her like happier.
I know,
around Jax. This is kind of the episode where it's like I see the perfect storm of them coming together, where it's like Jax being so pathetic and needy for her, and her be like eating it up.
Yeah.
So funny. Yeah, Stassi says at some point, I feel like I just lost my virginity or something.
Yeah.
To like this reveal that her name is on Jax's arm. And Jax and Tom get on a paddleboard, and they get on two paddleboards and they paddleboard away. I also want to take a moment for the fact it's kind of glossed over because of the whole tattoo thing. Tom is wearing exclusively a bathing suit and a beanie.
Honestly, I missed that. That's crazy. On the paddleboard?
On the paddleboard.
On the paddleboard is crazy.
On the paddleboard, he is wearing exclusively trunks, no top, no shoes, beanie. Big black beanie on top of his head. Knit.
I mean, that's crazy. That's actually fucked up.
I literally
I hope he fell off and the beanie got lost in the lake.
The idea of wearing a beanie on like a hot summer day
in water.
In the water. You're paddleboarding. Where do you think you're going? I don't know.
I don't even have words. That guy's weird.
And so the girls are on the beach and they're kind of talking about, that Jax got this tattoo. And Kristen says, yeah, it definitely says Stassi. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
And Stassi is basically like, again, just eating it up. She goes, yeah, anytime a skank comes to a bar, I'm going to be like, do you know that he has my name tattooed on his arm? Does that change anything? Yeah. Now put your tits away.
Yeah, Katie's like asking Stassi if this has softened her feelings towards Jax at all, because it's so clear that everyone still wants the two of them to get back together.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. And Stassi's like, yeah, it has. She's like, yeah, it has softened me to him.
Bizarre. Which, you know what? I'm going to bring this up later when it becomes more relevant. But I see later in this episode, later in this episode, we see Katie react to Kristen and Tom in the way that I would hope that she would react to Stassi and Jax.
Yes.
But she doesn't.
Nope.
She's still rooting for Stassi and Jax to get back together, but for some reason with Kristen and Tom, we're done and over it, which I find interesting. I'm not sure why there's such a difference between the two. In fact, I think that Jax is usually worse.
I agree.
So I don't really understand what's happening there.
I would have to agree. Okay, so boof. We're at Danya's house. They're all unpacking. At some point, Tom holds up a giant gallon of creatine and turns to Jax and he's like, is this your fucking creatine? And Jax is like, I have 3 shakes a day. Like, I need a lot of it.
The girls are like, you could have just portioned out what you need for like the fucking 2 days we're going to be here. And he's like, I need all of it.
I need it.
I eat a lot of it.
Because he will never admit that he doesn't know how to portion out stuff.
Oh my God.
And Jax is really nervous about seeing Danya. He says in a confessional, the father, he's pretty intimidating. But the mother, she's on a whole different, ballpark. That means nothing.
Listen, I totally get it. Danya is terrifying.
Danya's a little scary. And They all walk in. They're greeting Danya. They're greeting Stassi's sister that I don't think we ever see again.
I know.
I forgot that she had a sister.
So did I.
They were like, yeah, it's her sister, Georgiana. And I was like,
right. The audience is so obsessed with her little brother that I feel like from now on, whenever Stassi's family's in the picture, it's like, yeah, Stassi's family. Danya, maybe her dad sometimes, but more importantly, her little brother, Nikolai. Yeah, Nikolai's here. Have you guys heard of Nikolai? Like, he is
Nico.
probably the most beloved Schroeder.
100% is. I also love this because, like, Nikolai is certainly like 25 now. Like he's probably the age that Stassi was when Stassi was on the show.
I've looked this up. I've looked at his Instagram relatively recently because I was like, I wonder how old this kid is now. Like I wonder what he looks like because he's 8 years old in season 2.
Yeah.
And seems like a very normal 20-something.
Well-adjusted.
Very normal kid from what I can tell.
Good for him.
Shout out Nico.
Nico, come on the pod.
Come on the pod, Nico.
We would love to have you on the pod, Nico.
You were the only one giving Jax the truth serum.
That's so true.
So true.
So everyone is kind of, getting comfortable in Danya's house, and Sandoval and Jax are downstairs and they're kind of chatting, and it cuts to a confessional of Sandoval, and he's like, I gotta hand it to Jax. It takes a lot of balls and a lot of stupidity to show up to your ex-girlfriend's house and talk to your ex-girlfriend's mom after you cheated on your ex-girlfriend in Vegas. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah, it sure does.
It sure does. And Danya and Stassi are talking upstairs, and Danya is like, I'm surprised he had the balls to come here.
Right. And it almost seems like she is asking Stassi what Stassi did to make him believe that they were in a good enough place to get her name tattooed, because Stassi tells her mom this.
Yeah.
And Danya's just not buying that Stassi isn't giving him the impression that that would be an appropriate thing to do.
Yeah.
And I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. Like, I think that Stassi has, for the most part, rejected Jax time and time again. Mm-hmm. But he consistently backs her into corners where she has to then be like, oh, I don't know, maybe. And she does still continue to, she'll go out to dinner with him. She will like receive his attention and affection. She won't reciprocate it often, but she does receive it. She's not the type to like block his number and really be like, no, you're done, revoking access, I'm moving on. She's like, she is 1 foot in, 1 foot out to a certain degree.
Yeah. And Danya definitely knows that.
Yeah.
It is interesting that she kind of implies that Jax getting this tattoo was somehow Stassi's fault.
Yes. Yes. Danya loves to do that. Yeah. Danya will always find a way to make anything happening in Stassi's life or around Stassi's life Stassi's fault.
Yep. Yep. And she's like, yeah, like, why did he get this tattoo? And Stassi's like, well, I don't know. It's like talking about Jax being like, yeah, like, you made my life a living hell, and now you're spending every day pining after me, and you got my name like branded on your arm. It's like kind of karma. And she's saying all of this with like a little smile on her face, and Danya's like, I have a really uncomfortable feeling right now. And Stassi's like, why? And she's like, because you like it.
Yeah.
Which pretty much sums that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so boof. We're back at Sir.
And there is the editors, they were running out of footage for this episode.
They didn't have a damn thing to come up with at this restaurant.
They were like, we just need to get away from Lake Arrowhead. We like need cutscenes to allow for time to pass. Yeah. But literally nothing is happening at Sir.
Nothing is
so
happening.
We just have to waste our goddamn time.
So we have to watch this like fucking wine tasting
for no goddamn reason.
And it's Peter sighting.
Peter mentioned.
The only thing that happens is that they drink wine.
They drink wine. Lisa says she's not a fan of a screw top. She prefers the pop of the cork. Thank God we all know that.
Phew. We were all wondering.
Truly could not have gotten to episode 4 of season 2 without knowing that. I feel much better now that I have that information.
It's critical to know for episode 4 that Lisa likes the pop.
All right, so boof. That was it. Now we're back to Lake Arrowhead. Truly, these editors were floundering.
They were God, they were trying so hard in this episode.
So we're back at Lake Arrowhead. Everyone's sitting around the dinner table. They're finishing up, and Danya basically tells them to all start clearing up. They're going to get out and go to the bars. And she's like, all right, everyone go clear up, start getting ready, except for you.
Yeah.
Jax Taylor, you stay right where you are, good sir. And Jax's teeth are chattering. His knees are knocking together. He's terrified.
He pours them both shots,
Which is crazy.
like they're Robert De Niro and Al Pacino in Heat having a standoff.
Right.
I don't know why.
It's truly so inappropriate. Like,
Yes.
I can't think of a more inappropriate context to pour a shot to have with, like, you are approaching your ex-girlfriend's mother to apologize for cheating on your daughter and getting another girl pregnant in Vegas, and you're like, God, shots, anybody, shots.
And it's equally crazy that Danya's like, yeah, let's drain
do
it. It's something that is only makes sense to two people who are like truly functioning alcoholics.
Yeah, for sure.
To just be like, well, we're about to have a difficult conversation.
Knelt for a shot. Yeah. It's pretty insane. And Jax basically opens up this conversation by talking about, you know, how nostalgic he feels being back at Lake Arrowhead because he and Stassi used to come up here all the time. But now everything is just so awkward because he obviously, you know, cheated on her or something like that. I don't know. You probably heard. She probably told you. So I know things are a little weird now. And Danya basically is like, no, we're not going to beat around this bush. I want to hear from you directly and specifically with your big boy words what it is that you did to my daughter.
Yeah.
And so Jax admits that he cheated on her and he got a girl pregnant in Vegas. And Danya is immediately like, why? So why did you do that? Mm-hmm. Why did you cheat on her? Mm-hmm. She's doing investigative journalism, trying to get to the bottom of everything that happened last summer. And she's like, I just can't understand why you would do this because you guys were looking at rings. You were looking at wedding dresses.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. First time we're hearing that.
I'm like, in what universe were you guys at any stage of your relationship ready for that?
They weren't.
You are 33 and she is 23.
Bro.
Jax Taylor, you're going to prison.
You are going to jail.
You? We're getting you in there. Straight to jail. Do not pass go.
Do not collect $200.
Do not.
The conversation does not go well, needless to say.
No.
They take another shot. They're ready to go out. Okay, so boof. We're still at this damn wine tasting at Sir. Who gives a fuck? I literally wrote down in my notes, who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
The only thing that comes up that is of note in this scene is that Peter mentions to Lisa that Scheana's been getting on the other waitress's nerves because she keeps asking them to cover her shift because she of her various ailments that she has. First the tooth, then the foot.
Classic Sheen. There's always something going on there.
And Peter mentions to Lisa, because he's kind of the Lisa whisperer in these earlier seasons, that the other waitresses feel that Lisa is babying Scheana. Mm-hmm. And Lisa's like, babying her? She's got a broken teeth and no feet. Wait.
I like that better.
Wait.
I like that better than what she says.
One day I'll be able to read one of these quotes without messing it up.
She's got a broken tooth and no feet, for God's sake.
Her feet are gone.
She's lost them. Amputated. Boof, boof, gone.
Shink, shink. They're gone.
No, that is such a funny quote from Lisa, though.
Yes, she does say, she goes, babying her. She's got a broken foot and no teeth, for God's sake.
Which I cannot emphasize enough is not true.
It's not true.
Neither of them are true.
Also, Lisa doesn't even believe that.
I'm like, right. In the last episode, Lisa was like, it's a fucking bruise, not a hematoma.
Right.
And now suddenly Scheana's toothless. Suddenly
And feetless.
Scheana has no teeth, no feet. She has nothing.
She's got nothing.
She's been totally stripped of everything that's brought her character in this life.
And Lisa is basically like, listen, I can't get involved in all of this nonsense.
She's so funny. She loves doing this. She
loves
being
this.
like, you know what? I just can't get involved. And she says that right after she got involved.
Yes.
She spent all of last episode getting involved.
Yes. And she's basically like, Peter, if you see something about this, step in.
Just sort it out, Peter.
Sort it. And Peter's like, okay.
All right, so Boof. Back to like Arrowhead, and they are out at the bars drinking with Danya.
And she is getting hammered.
She's getting hammered. She tells Tom Sandoval that he looks like Charlie Wonka. Whoever the fuck that is. Is she talking about Willie? Is she talking about Charlie? We do not know.
It's really impossible to say. I do also just want to make note that the bar that they're at is named Papagayos.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God we know.
Just as like a quick, in case you guys are wondering.
In case you're wondering.
In case you thought I didn't know where they're at.
We may know.
Rest assured, I know.
After Danya calls Tom Sandoval Charlie Wonka, Katie's like, oh yeah, especially if you were wearing the glasses that you had on earlier. And he's like, oh yeah, I have these steampunk glasses that I bought for Schwartz that I had on earlier that like totally give Wonka vibes. And for whatever reason, this triggers the fuck out of Kristen. And she's like, you bought them like 2 days ago. Stop pretending that's like your thing or something. And like you're like Mr. Cool Guy. Like she fucking hates that Tom said anything at all. When like he didn't say what Kristen is saying that he said.
Yeah.
He literally was like, oh yeah, those glasses I was wearing earlier today that I bought for Schwartz. And all of a sudden Kristen's like, you got them 2 days ago. Now you think you're Mr. Cool Guy? Stop acting like it's your thing.
Upon this rewatch, God, I love watching Kristen. She is
awesome.
so fun to watch. She is so like petty, like angsty teen, but as a 30-year-old woman.
Also, Kristen's just like the OG Tom Sandoval hater. Yes. Like she was hating Tom Sandoval before it was cool to hate Tom Sandoval.
Yes.
And for that, I salute her.
Incredible. And she at one point is like, you're like known as this person, like, ugh. And Tom's like, what? And she's like, ugh.
She's so over him.
And she's also so drunk. They're all hammered.
This is a nonsensical conversation.
And Sandoval says, he goes in a confessional, he's like, the booze gets flowing and everything's fine. And then that switch happens and my very presence just annoys Kristen.
And it's true.
Well,
so Jax
onto something with that.
Jax pulls Sandoval over to the bar. He's like, okay, let's go get a shot. Let's just get a breather. And he's basically like, bro, this is just too much. Like, how much bitching can you take?
And Tom is like, I know, it's really stressful. And Jax is like, I just think she needs a little bit more attention. That's all. And Tom is like, I know.
Right. Yeah, for sure, dude.
Totally.
Meanwhile, the girls are talking and Stassi is like, this shit happens every single day. I almost feel bad for him right now because even though he's a cheater, we're just going around in circles. Like zero progress is being made.
Yeah.
And Katie looks at Kristen and she's like, at this point, the only piece of advice I have for you is to just fucking break up with him. And I'm like, okay. Someone's talking sense.
Yeah.
Someone is talking sense. Break up with him.
Break up.
Why do we not have this energy for Stassi and Jax? I don't know.
It's impossible to say. I do not know what the difference is between these two relationships. And I'm also like, Katie, keep that energy for yourself too, girl.
Totally.
Where's that energy for you?
Just fucking break up with him.
Just fucking break up with him. Because frankly, like, Kristen is in a scenario that Katie finds herself in similarly a few years later.
Yeah.
Or she makes the same excuse as Kristen, where it's like,
we've been together for so long.
yeah, why would I throw in the towel now?
It's just so hard. You guys don't get it.
Right. And Kristen in her confessional is like, Katie and Stassi love to dish out all this advice and whatever, but like they just don't get it. We've been together for 5 years. It's just not that simple.
Right.
That's her big excuse for this entire relationship.
I hate my boyfriend and I won't break up with him. What now? Ask me anything.
r/dating advice.
I hate my loser boyfriend and I want to marry him.
I hate my chungus boyfriend.
I hate my chungus boyfriend. And we're going to be together forever.
And if he breaks up with me, I will kill him and then myself.
Ask me anything.
Okay, so boof. We're back at Danya's house. The gang gets back from an awesome night of drinking that was so cool and fun. There is kind of an epic montage of the girls getting ready for bed, which is like
the best part of a sleepover.
It genuinely is. Like they're all taking off their makeup. Stassi's like trying to pee while Katie's washing her face and she like can't because she's pee shy. And Tom is in his room, also hammered, and he is practicing guitar, unplugged, quietly to himself in preparation seemingly for tomorrow. And Kristen like comes over into the room and she's like,
strike two.
You're on thin fucking ice, buddy.
Sandoval, how dare you practice for your fucking dumb ass show tomorrow?
Sandoval's like, what? And she's like, did you ask permission? Did you ask permission to play guitar in here? And he was like, I'm unplugged.
Can
like,
I admit something?
Yeah.
I like low-key understand Kristen.
I do too. I fully do too.
Like as someone who is always anxious about like inconveniencing or disrupting other people, I get so stressed out when like one of my family members is being way too loud.
Oh yeah,
when they're not supposed to be. I'm the first person to be like, no, that's not allowed. You're not supposed to do that. Like I don't love that I'm a stickler for rules. This is not one of my favorite traits about myself, but I am a rule follower.
Yeah.
And it does make me uncomfortable when other people do not think about what the rules might be.
Right.
Have any of us thought about what the rules are here in a new space? There might be rules.
I'm also kind of like, he could have closed the door.
Totally.
But he wanted people to hear him play guitar.
And he wanted to be on camera playing guitar. He wanted people to know that he's a serious musician. And that he's practicing for a show tomorrow.
He's got his big show tomorrow.
I got my big show tomorrow.
And so he's like, okay, I'll stop playing guitar. And he goes in for like a hug to hug Kristen. And Kristen literally flinches away.
She goes, ew, that's so weird.
And Tom is like, what?
She's like, why are you doing that? She literally is like,
I hate when my chungus boyfriend tries to touch me.
My boyfriend that I hate so much that I also want to marry tried to hug and kiss me today. Why would he do that, guys? No, literally, why would he do that to me?
Am I legally allowed to kill him? Ask me anything. No stupid questions.
r/am I the asshole? My boyfriend tried to hug and kiss me today, and I told him, ew, that's so weird. Why would you do that? I don't think I've done anything wrong. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole? And Tom in a confessional is like, this is a really big weekend for me. Which is awesome.
This is a really big weekend. I'm performing somewhere
in front of tens of people.
What looks like, you know, the audience at like a stage show at Canopy Lake Park.
Yeah, I mean, like there was
a Six Flags show.
There was like a little like festival, carnival days in my town every summer.
Right, that's where he is basically.
Yeah,
opening up for
Martha
and the motels, Martha May Whovier in the motels or whoever the hell. This is a huge day for his career.
It's huge. And so Kristen walks away and she's talking to Stassi and Katie and she's like, Tom is being weird. And Tom like drunkenly stumbles in. He's like
busts through the door. She's like, God, he's being so weird. Also, poof, Tom's now here.
He's the fucking Kool-Aid man. He's like, we do kiss each other, by the way.
That's so weird. So I heard you thought I was weird, huh? Well, by the way, it's actually really normal for us to hug and kiss each other. We do that, Kristen.
I also love that like they're also having this flat out argument while everyone's like whispering. So it's like, so just so you know, I do kiss Kristen.
I do.
And Kristen kisses me too. And everyone's like, Tom, please get out of the room right now. Please go away. And they're like doing this in such hushed tones.
They're trying not to wake up Nikolai, who probably went to bed at 7 o'clock since he's fucking 8 years old.
He got in a few games of Mario Kart and then he had to hit the hay. And so Katie is like, dude, go. You're wasted. It's annoying. Like, please leave. And Tom leaves. The door closes. And then Tom immediately walks back in and he's like, okay, Katie, let me throw you under the bus then and talk about how you and Schwartz fight all the time. And this is crazy too, because I'm like, what did he mean by that? What did he mean by let me throw you under the bus?
Right.
Because everyone in that room knows that Katie and Schwartz fight.
Right.
So the only people that don't know that are us, the audience. And so it really hammers home like what Tom is actually mad about, which is that he looks like a bad boyfriend on camera.
Right. And he just got swerved on camera.
Yes.
He went to go kiss Kristen, and now his ego is so bruised because it was documented that she flinched.
Yes. And he can't even conceive of a world where that could possibly happen to him, Tom Sandoval.
Yeah.
And Stassi is like, can everyone shut up? Tom leaves. Katie closes the door. They continue to fight through the door. And Katie's like, he's not coming home with us. He's not coming home with us.
He's going to walk.
Tom's like, oh, you would say that, Katie. And Katie mockingly goes, I would say that, Tom. And like through the door to Tom. And it cuts to Jax, who's in another room entirely, listening to this entire thing happen, and he's getting ready for bed. And he's turning off the lights, muttering to himself, all angry. He's like, told you to break up a year ago. You guys always keep fighting. It's so fucking annoying. I have to deal with this shit. Like, he's like, whenever other people are fighting, he's like a curmudgeon-y uncle where he's so unk in this moment. He is so unk. Where he's like, you guys always are fighting, and I told you guys to break up. Like, talking to no one, just muttering to himself.
He went to bed early. He popped a Werther's original and went to go lay in bed.
He took arnica for his bones, and then he went to bed.
All right, so boof.
Next morning.
It's the next morning, and Stassi and Danya are in the kitchen, and Danya's like, this is so embarrassing. How many mistakes are you going to let Jax make?
Yeah.
How many times are we going to go around in circles like this?
Yeah.
And Stassi's basically like, well, I do still have feelings for him. The problem is just that I don't trust him, and I don't want to give him another chance for real if it just ends up that he does it again and then I'm embarrassed. So I'm just in the middle place where I'm like, my heart's telling me one thing, my head's telling me another, and I just don't know what to do. So
yeah,
here we are.
And she does actually say, you know, my head is telling me no, and then I'm like, wait, but my name is tattooed on your arm.
Right.
I'm like, so that's actually, girl, that's actually not how the saying goes.
Right. Yeah.
Can we do that one more time?
Let's reverse that again. Meanwhile, Jax is playing Mario Kart with Stassi's little brother Nikolai.
And I have a little surprise for you.
Oh, great. I love this. I love this.
So I just think this scene is really beautiful.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's do it.
I think it would be good if you read the scene descriptions and were Jax.
Okay, perfect.
And I'll be Nikolai.
Okay, obsessed. Okay. Interior, Danya's house, day. Jax Taylor, 33, boy, and Nikolai Schroeder, 8, boy, are sitting on Nikolai's twin bed playing Mario Kart. Jax is losing miserably. The camera lingers on Jax and Nikolai's feet, both barely hovering over the bedroom floor. It is a metaphor for the fact that emotionally, they are both the same age. So, since I'm back playing video games with you, are we buddies again?
Yeah.
You're not mad at me anymore?
Well, I didn't like you guys breaking up, so.
That wasn't very nice, was it? I wasn't very happy about it.
Me neither.
I was sad, but I'm trying to fix it. What I'm doing is not working. Maybe you can help.
Well,
what do you think I should do? Jax looks to Nikolai, earnestly seeking the advice of this 8-year-old child. Nikolai stares ahead, eyes on the game of Mario Kart he's playing.
You should talk outside and tell her, I want to make you happy, and I will not be mean to you anymore, and doubt you, and be drunk and stupid.
How many girlfriends do you have? Nikolai is not fazed.
Like 10.
10? I can't even have one.
Well, you cheated on her. You just can't cheat on her.
This is true. Nikolai is emboldened now.
Don't cheat. You always have to be in love with one girl, okay?
You're right. 100%. Obviously, I need to learn something from you. Jax is kidding in this moment, but he should be sitting in it. But he should be sitting his ass down and listening.
I know. I'll teach you.
I need to know the ways.
You have to say stuff. You have to be funny, handsome.
I have to be handsome.
You have to be mature, brave.
Mature is tough for me, but I think I can do the brave thing. Nikolai is seemingly getting fed up with the fact that Jax wants to keep talking about this instead of playing Mario Kart.
Here's the deal. You always cannot be shy of girls. She's just a human, not like a wolf or a snake.
Well, Stassi can be like a wolf or a snake.
She can. She can be like a wolf or a snake.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just glad we agree on that.
She's kind of vicious.
I know. Kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Like a lot. Nikolai is done with this conversation.
You just have to listen to that advice.
I will. I'm going to take it to heart. You're smart, little man, and I'm a little scared of you. This does not faze Nikolai. He looks onward towards the Mario Kart game in front of him and the future.
And scene.
It honestly is so good. I understand why Nikolai is a fan favorite.
I am absolutely obsessed with everything that Nikolai says in this scene. Him saying she's not like a wolf or a snake. I'm like, yes, Nikolai. You're a writer.
She is not like a wolf or a snake, except for when she is like a wolf or a snake.
She can kind of be like a wolf or a snake. I will also say this is something that I didn't put in the script as I was writing it because I was like, it's going to make it too long. But I do think that at the beginning of this scene, Nikolai says something that I think sums up the entirety of the ethos of Jax Taylor. Mm-hmm. He says, "You suck, you butthead. Oh, look what you've done."
So true.
And that's Jax Taylor.
Oh, look what you've done.
You suck, you butthead. Oh, look what you've done.
Period.
Period, Nikolai.
I've thought that so many times.
Okay, so boof. We're at Sir.
And Christina Kelly is getting ready for her opening shift. She's covering, of course, for Scheana, who has a new injury, perhaps.
Uh-oh.
So Lisa comes in and she's like, "Oh, I didn't expect to see you here. I thought it was going to be Scheana." And Christina Kelly's like, "Oh, no, I'm covering her because something's wrong with her eye." Lisa's like, "No, it's her foot, not her eye." And Christina Kelly's like, "No, it used to be her foot. Now it's her eye."
Christina Kelly is eating this scene down. She is devouring this scene.
She can't eat. She can't walk.
She no
can't
feet.
see. She has no legs and no arms. And she can't sing either.
She can't even be a pop star.
She can't be a pop star. She has no friends.
And now Lisa's like finally getting a little fed up.
Yeah, she's like, "Are you kidding me? What happened to Scheana's eye?"
And Christina's like, "I don't know, but like she had me cover for her." And she sums it up perfectly. She's like, "Listen, Scheana just wants people to feel sorry for her and she wants people to throw her a pity party."
So here we are.
Yeah.
Doing exactly that, I guess.
I also love that Christina Kelly has one of her only few, I think, confessionals in this scene where she says that she drank too much of the Scheana haterade. And she said, "It's not that I don't like her. It's that I don't like the way she acts in situations or the things that come out of her mouth."
Right.
Totally, girl.
Right.
Good,
yes.
Good distinction.
Completely. Completely. Because the way someone acts and behaves and speaks, famously not who they are.
No, not at all. And Lisa is basically like, "All right, that's fucking enough. I gotta talk to Scheana.
I've got to figure out what's going on here."
Yeah. Okay, so boof. We're at Arrowhead, baby girl.
And Schwartz and Peter show up.
Peter sighting, Peter sighting.
Peter sighting, Peter sighting, Peter mentioned.
Peter is wearing an epic fedora.
Thank God.
It's awesome.
He shows up in his fucking fedora, as usual.
Schwartz calls themselves the Choo Choo Brigade.
Right, right. because they show up in like a little tiny train.
Yeah.
For some reason. I guess they have those at Lake Arrowhead. I don't know what they're getting up to over there.
Who knows? And they all sit down at a table. It's like before, Sandoval's epic performance. And Schwartz is like, so how was last night? And everyone was like, it was miserable as fuck.
Yeah, Kristen immediately swings into it. She looks right at Tom. She's like, yeah, actually, you have to apologize for last night. And Tom's like, no, I don't. I don't even want to get into this. We were all drunk.
Yeah. And there's a Peter confessional where he goes, I think I missed something by showing up late.
I may have accidentally brought up a sore subject.
Guys, the bad nights were right behind me, isn't he?
And the rest of the girls are like, no, yeah, you do need to apologize. You were so out of line. I'm like, I really hate to defend Tom Sandoval, but
I know.
I don't think anything that crazy happened.
Really nothing crazy happened. And I am kind of aligning with, I don't know, Tom is just so beaten down in this scene. And he's like, and he says straight up, he was like, listen, I was hurt because I tried to give you a hug and a kiss goodnight. You literally flinched away from me. And he turns to Katie and Stassi and he's like, you guys got the backlash of that and I'm sorry. And they're like, thanks, Sandoval. We appreciate it. And Kristen's like, this is all I've ever wanted from you to say. And he's like, I'm tired of arguing all the time. And he bursts into tears. This is also so me after I've spent a night drinking.
Right.
Everything is so dramatic.
Totally.
Emotions are at a 10.
Just got 2 hours of sleep and suddenly you're crying and you're like, I don't know why I'm crying. I'm stressed out and I'm anxious for my show and my girlfriend keeps fucking yelling at me. And she went on
girlfriend hates me.
Dude, she went on Reddit and she did an AMA about dating her stupid chungus boyfriend.
But we have a shared Reddit account, so I saw that she was the OP. I knew that she was the OP.
And she's in the comments talking about how she fucking hates me, but she still wants to marry me, and I'm just so confused. And I'm literally opening up for Martha May Whovier today, and she doesn't give a fuck.
I'm opening up for all the Whovians. And she doesn't even realize how hard that is for me.
And I'm crying at lunch into my Caesar salad. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Meanwhile, Stassi's holding in laughter.
Stassi's trying not to laugh. Tom is sobbing. And honestly, this is such a personal, just imagining sitting at this table. This is such a personal couples argument that's happening at a group lunch.
Yes. I wrote down here, I was like, I know it's been said, but it bears repeating. It's insane that they fight like this in front of their friends.
Right. I'm like, this is not a small conflict. This is full on. This is behind closed doors fighting and crying that you're doing. This is a very private thing that is happening not only in front of 6 of your closest friends, but at a public restaurant.
Yeah.
in front of
fucking cameras on TV.
Imagine being the other guests in this restaurant, knowing that there's a whole lighting set up and several cameras set up around while this is happening. Listen, I've cried in many restaurants before.
Sure.
I'm not going to say I haven't. But in the times that I have cried in restaurants or in public, I'm very embarrassed that I am. And I'm trying to pull myself together before anyone notices that I'm crying.
Right.
These people have spotlights on them, 8 cameras, and they're screaming and fighting and crying. You guys are incredible, actually.
It's amazing to watch. It's imagine you're at your local town's small little summer festival and all of a sudden it's all of these insane hungover 20-year-olds just fighting and crying at your park and you're like,
what is happening?
What?
Hey, so what's going on?
I literally just wanted to get a bear claw and ride the tilt-a-whirl. What the fuck is going on right now?
What the fuck is happening?
Why is Tom Sandoval crying about Martha Whoville and all this shit?
And then it's in his confession, Tom's like, I think it takes a big man to cry in front of his bros.
Him trying to spin it afterwards and being like, yeah, shed a few man tears.
Shed a few man tears in front of my bros. Come on, it's just what the boys do these days. It's okay.
So fucking insane. They try to kind of diffuse the tension. Schwartz tries to diffuse the tension, and they like make little quips at each other, whatever. Fine. Okay. So boof. There is a brief scene of Stassi and Jax.
This is a useless scene. This is another one that the editors just like needed something to put in there.
So I will say this, it is useless. It did bring up for me, I think, a topic of conversation that's currently happening online right now. Because it's Jax and Stassi walking along the water, and Stassi asks to see the tattoo again. And she's like, I'm going to tattoo every single part of me on your body. Like my face goes here and my vagina goes here. And Jax was like, whoa, okay. You know, whatever. And I was thinking about, I wrote down, we need to take a moment for how much of a sub Jax is. I think he is the perfect example of how submissive conservative meatheads are. Because I also wrote down, conservative meatheads are the Wario to Fleabag's I just want to be told what to do's Mario.
Fascinating.
There's like a beautiful monologue in Fleabag for people who haven't seen it, where she goes into a confessional booth and like confesses that this is what she wants most in the world, is to be told what to do and what to think and what to eat and how to dress and blah, blah, blah. And it's this really beautiful moment of vulnerability. And there's a really interesting conversation happening on the internet right now about how conservative men are some of the most submissive men out there because all they want is to be told what to do by other men. They are listening to like Joe Rogan. They're listening to these conservative, like alt-right podcasts and watching these videos and being like, men need to do this to be men. And you got to do that to be a true man. And it's like, that ultimately is like very submissive. You're not actually like having any power for yourself. And I was thinking about how like that really, the crux of that really is like that Fleabag monologue. But they have removed any sense of like vulnerability and gentility from it.
Yeah.
And instead it becomes this thing of like, how do you become an alpha when really you're just being told exactly what to do by other men? And I think that Jax is just the epitome of that.
Totally.
All he wants is to be told what to do.
Yeah. He's so useless.
He is utterly useless. And that is evident from the fact that he gets into these relationships with women who do kind of like boss him around and tell him what to do.
He's looking for a mommy.
He just wants mommy. And he is this like conservative meathead guy.
Yeah.
And I think he is so emblematic of that.
Yeah.
And I think it is like
that's spot on.
Exactly shown in this dumb little scene that is useless in this stupid episode.
That's so true. In this little dumb episode. All right. So boof. We're back at Sir.
Yeah.
And Lisa is pulling Scheana to have a quick chat.
Yeah.
Scheana shows up to work wearing these fucking Mr. Magoo looking glasses.
She is wearing perhaps the largest pair of glasses I've ever seen in my entire life.
Lisa calls them binoculars.
Yes.
She's like, what on God's green earth is happening here?
And you know that bitch's prescription is like negative 0.25.
Right, totally. If that. They're blue light glasses.
They're blue light.
She's like, I need them. And Scheana says that she had to go to the doctor because her contact scratched her eye and she wanted to make sure she didn't have an infection. And Lisa basically is like at her breaking point with Scheana, and she's like, Queen, you've got to knock this off. You've got to just pick yourself up, dust yourself off. Like, crazier things have happened to me and I've shown up to work the next day.
Yeah.
You maybe had a contact scratch your eye and you called out of work and had Christina cover it. Like, we've got to just be an adult sometimes.
Yeah. She's like, Lisa's like, I once passed out and got 2 blood transfusions and I was at work the next day. And it's like, okay.
Well, we've maybe taken it a step too
taken it a little too far.
Scheana's like, literally no one hates being injured more than I do.
Here's what
I don't believe that.
I think you actually love it, Scheana.
Scheana, you love being injured more than anyone else does.
Here's what I will say. There is context that we have seasons later where it is revealed that Scheana suffers from OCD. I do think that part of this storyline could be contextualized much differently.
Yes.
With that knowledge.
For sure.
Because I do think that a lot of Sheena's behavior especially in these earlier seasons, cannot be fully attributed, but somewhat attributed to the fact that she suffers from OCD.
For sure.
Because like spiraling and like focusing on like various illnesses or getting really fixated on people is very much so symptoms of someone who has OCD, especially in women.
Yeah.
That said, it is also coupled with Scheana's desperate need to be the center of attention at all times.
Right. Yeah. And Lisa sees this and she's like, you can't give these women ammunition.
Yeah.
They already dislike you. And when you show up with 100 different like baby ailments and then call out of work because you maybe scratched your eye with a contact, like you're just giving them more fuel to the fire.
Yeah. Like have a backbone, girl.
Yeah.
And Scheana's like, okay, thanks for the advice.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Lisa. I love you, queen.
Thanks, Lisa. I love you, girl. Because Lisa's her last friend on Earth.
Yeah.
Okay, so boof.
Scheana.
Scheana. We're at the concert. It's Tom's big performance, baby.
Yeah. And Kristen is so charmed the second he walks out on stage.
Bro, this scene.
It's kind of crazy.
The confessional that Kristen gives as Tom is performing on stage. This music is like swelling, and Kristen is talking about how seeing Tom on stage, it's just one of those moments where you forget every shitty thing you've put each other through, and it takes you back to why you started dating in the first place. It reminds me why I love him so much. And it's like, because he plays guitar?
She's like, there's so many times I want to punch Tom in his balls, but right now I want everyone to know that's my boyfriend up on that stage.
And it's also so funny because he is not the front man.
No, he's just like the background guitarist.
And she gets up from like the picnic table that they're all sitting at because he's performing for little families.
Which, can I just say, there's a Claire's in the background.
I missed that.
I was so struck by this because I was like, wherever they are, it's like a strip mall with like a little stage and some picnic tables, and in the back is a Claire's. Imagine being the employee working at the Claire's that day. These are the people I want to hear from.
Please come on the podcast. We would love to have you be on the podcast.
What was it like to be a Claire's employee in Lake Arrowhead in 2013 when Tom Sandoval and his band Pierce the Arrow played?
I have to know.
And the world shifted on its axis.
Imagine being like the 17-year-old girl. She's just fucking hating her life. She's piercing 9-year-old girls' ears all day. And then all of a sudden, Tom Sandoval's on stage.
You're like, great. Well, now I need to buy a gun. And meanwhile, Tom Schwartz just like came ready with like 20 pairs of women's panties to throw on stage, which this seems like such a like family friendly location
and
that we're
fully
at.
Is.
It like there are kids everywhere, and Tom Schwartz is like, yeah, rockstar Tom, and they're like slingshotting women's underwear onto the stage. But like somehow Kristen's not having a panic attack about that. Like I would be having a panic attack about that personally. That feels like rule breaking to me.
No, Kristen loves it. She's like up there solo. No one else is around her. At some point, all the other people join her, but like she's up there for a minute, just her being like, Tom, yeah.
She's dancing around. She's throwing her head back. She's like, that's my boyfriend. That is my freaking boyfriend.
And Stassi in a confessional is like, I guess Kristen and Tom have magically made up. Okay.
Well, awesome.
We do see Martha May Whoville or whatever perform, and it cuts to Kristen and Tom, who are like kissing and hugging and holding each other, and they are seemingly moved to tears by this old woman's performance.
Yeah. And Kristen's like, I guess he really is sorry. Okay.
What changed?
I don't understand what happened in the last hour for this to be so different, but okay. All right. Boof.
We're at Danya's.
We're at Danya's, and Stassi and Jax are hanging out, just the two of them, down in the little basement area.
Yep.
And they're like, wow, this is crazy being here with you. Like this bed, this like used to be our bed.
That's so crazy.
And now it's just like here in the basement. And like this whole thing is just so weird. And Stassi's like, you know, this is me giving you an opportunity to work on things, to invite you to my family's home and, see what happens here.
And Jax is like, that's so crazy.
That's literally so crazy. He's like, I'm just like feeling a little insecure right now. So like, can you give me a little bit of reassurance, do you think? And Stassi's like, you're needy as fuck.
Yeah.
You're needy as fuck. Gross. And he's like, I don't know, just like a hug. Can I have a hug, do you think?
Can I have a hug?
And Stassi's like, fine.
Where's my hug?
You literally hit her with a where's my hug?
Where's my hug?
And Stassi's like, okay. That's fine. I guess I can give you a hug. And then when Jax realizes he can get the hug, he's like, oh, but like, what if we kissed though? What if when we went in for the hug, we also kissed?
Just a little bit.
And Stassi basically is like, what if we did kiss? And then they kiss.
And it's like awkward as fuck. I'm not going to lie. It's weird.
It's weird.
It's really weird. It feels weird to watch.
Just a little one.
What if we just had a little kiss? What if we just kiss a little bit?
You are a fucking this unk over here asking for a little kiss. When your chopped unk asks for a little kiss when he goes in for the hug.
Me when my chungus chopped unk asks for a kiss.
AMA. My chungus chopped unk went in for a kiss.
And that's episode 3.
Whatever the fuck this episode was.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
It's like, it truly is such a throwaway episode. The whole thing is just like an extension of the tattoo scene.
Like, it is like a true real life. Like, you know how in old like sitcoms and stuff like that, they would do like a beach episode?
Yeah.
This is like that.
This is the beach
reality
episode.
TV version of the beach episode.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So that's that, I guess.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for getting us to 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Yes, we're
that
thrilled.
was awesome. We're very excited to see the account growing. We're still waiting on 1,000 on TikTok, which again is very important because we need to be able to put the link in the fucking bio so people know how to listen to the show. It's literally the dumbest feature that TikTok doesn't allow you to put a link in bio.
And we're getting there slowly day by day, but my God.
Yeah, please, we need your help.
We
need your help. Just, you don't even have to watch a single one of the fucking videos. Just go follow the account, please.
Yeah. You don't have to watch. You don't have to engage.
Right. You can even, do they have a mute button on TikTok?
Yeah, you can mute us if you want.
I mean, why would you want to? But you could.
Yeah,
We just don't.
Please
but
don't.
You could.
But you could.
If we were that annoying.
Yeah, if we're annoying as fuck, then just mute
us. We just
follow us at least.
We just need 1,000 followers on there. So be sure to follow us at Pumpcast Rules. You can follow me at Maddie Drospec.
You can follow me at Meg Ruocco.
And now we have to go eat burritos.
God, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. We will see you guys next week. Bye.